Hades? Holy crap, what the piss is that? So let me tell you a story about a stupid idiot. That stupid idiot is me, by the way. Back in years past at the Game Awards, there was this video game called Celeste that I saw, and this video game was nominated for Game of the Year. Now, I just saw it as a stupid random indie game title. Nothing too fancy. Wait, a mountain climbing game? That sounds really stupid. Oh, it's a platformer. I didn't know that. Still don't really care about it. Oh, yeah. Then it came back like a Bowser final boss phase and just blows me away with the gameplay and music. Why didn't the Game Awards explain this better? But I was not letting that happen to me with the newest indie game title that was nominated for a Game Award. Oh my god. Hades is goated, okay? Before I even get into this game, play it. Do it. Play the game. Also, really quick, this video doesn't have any sponsors on it, so right now I'm going to tell you to subscribe if you enjoy the video. I know it's really early. You can finish watching and then make your decision, but I'd really appreciate if you left a like or something, or even shared it to one person. Just sharing it to one person helps me out a lot. Okay, thanks. Enjoy. Supergiant. Now, I've heard about Supergiant in the past from Bastion and, yeah, I really only knew about them because of Bastion, but I never actually played the game. It never really looked like something that would interest me too much. And then they come out with Hades, and I'm like, bruh, what? How? When I first watched the trailer for this game, I was not interested at it at all. I mean, a Greek mythology video game about a dude with a weird-looking sword thing that he goes boosh, boo, boo, and like that was it? Really? Just a sword? It looked really boring, and then you unlock all these different weapons. We'll get into gameplay later, but this trailer, personally, I know that they weren't trying to spoil anything, but I don't think this trailer does the game much justice. Don't go off the game trailer, okay? Go off of this video, because why not? I'm definitely a trusted video game reviewer. Yeah. But anyway, let's get into the story. You are Zagreus, the son of Hades. And let me just say it, Hades is a real meanie head, like a real jerk guy. Because guess what? You learn about cousins that are on the top part of the world. And he's just like, nope. You can't leave. But then you end up trying to leave. Then you die. And then you get sent back to the House of Hades, which is where you spawn in pretty much for every single run that you die at. I can't say that because that's spoilers. Oh, this game is so hard not to spoil. What I will say about it is that's not the final reason you try and break out. It's just the way the game starts off the story. Starts it very small, but it branches out so much toward the end. Now, really quick, I do want to mention I only have about 15-ish hours in this game, so I don't have, you know, a million hours in this game like some people do. Aaron. Now, let's get into the gameplay. In the trailer, the attacking, I don't really know how to describe it. It seemed very off. It didn't seem like it was the final thing this game had to offer, like the only combat. And I think that's something that the trailer didn't do too well, because there are 6 different weapons for you to choose from in this game. Now, I can't remember all the names off the top of my head, but here's what you get. You get a sword, which is the base weapon. You get a spear, you get a shield, you get some fists, you get a gun, and you get a bow and arrow. Now, my personal favorite is the gun. That is what I completed my first run with some really broken upgrades, which we'll again get into in just a second. But I've made it to the final boss with pretty much every weapon now. I think the only ones I haven't done it with are the bow and the fists. But I'm sure I'll get it eventually. Like, as soon as this video is over, I'm sure I could do it. Now, something I want to talk about next are the boons you can get in a run. Now, a boon is something that you can get from one of the gods on the overworld, because they want to see you too. So they help you out by giving you special little upgrades for each different run. Some of my favorites are Aphrodite, and not because of the reason you think. She's just really helpful throughout the run, especially if you get her call. Very helpful. Ares helps you get a garbage ton of damage. Super useful. Athena helps you out with defense, and Hermes helps you get that speed. Now, if I get, say, one of those guys or a different god, then I will definitely go with one of those 4. But if 2 of those guys are together, then I'll usually go Ares, Hermes, Athena, and then Aphrodite. Now, as you're making your way up to the ceiling, you can also get these different kind of upgrades. Not just that are boons, but like upgrades that can change the way your weapons attack. Not that the boons don't do that anyway, but different attacks, I'm saying. Ones that boons wouldn't offer. The hammer is probably my favorite one, to go with, just because there are some really good options, especially for the gun that you can get with this upgrade. The one I went with every time was the one where you only get a burst shot, but then you never have to reload. That pretty much carried me through the entirety of my run that I first completed. That's not the only upgrade though. There's also the Palm of Power, which upgrades one of the boons, which you'll usually just do a little bit extra. In my opinion, I think it's best for dashing upgrades. So say you got an upgrade where you're dashing and it leaves, I don't know, a spinny saw behind you or something like that. Having that getting to be constantly upgraded with Palms of Power just makes it tear through bosses, and it's super useful. The Centaur Heart is also very important. It upgrades your health for the entirety of the run. Say you have 100 health and you get a Centaur Heart, it would be upgraded to 125, and then you would also gain that 25 extra health, so you wouldn't just have 100, you'd have 125 until the run is over. It's useful for long term, definitely. Charon money. Charon is very useful in this game. He's like the shopkeeper, and he can give you a bunch of different stuff. He can get you extra boons, he can get you extra Palms of Power, more Centaur Hearts, just regular upgrades in general, like just extra HP. Pretty much everything else is related to something outside of a run. You have Darkness, which can permanently upgrade some of your stuff. Yes, this is a roguelite game, so what that means is you get permanent upgrades that can go into other runs. Gemstones are something you can get that can help upgrade the House of Hades. So you can make the walls have different blinds or something, or I don't know, get a disco ball, because why not? And Nectar. Nectar is very important in this game. Like, so say you come out of a level with like 2 Nectar, okay? You can give one to Achilles, which is my boy Achilles, and he will give you an upgrade that you can use in your runs as well. So I forgot to mention what Achilles' keepsake was in the video, which was the name of those upgrades they give you. His reduces the amount of damage 𝙎𝙬𝘼𝑃 takes when he's hit from the front, but increases it when he's hit from behind. There's another one that I really liked, but I didn't mention, called the Lucky Tooth, which is the one that Skelly gives you after you give him a nectar. Basically, it restores 50, 75, or 100 health, depending on what level it is, after your life total is depleted. But not only that, during your run, you can also run into different people. And again, you can also give the nectar to these people, and in return, they will also give you an upgrade. Keys are pretty much an item that helps you unlock more upgrades with the mirror. Oh, it can also unlock the other weapons. Forgot about that one. Anyway, after a run is over, you get to keep all your gemstones that you got from the run, all the darkness you got from the run, all the keys you got from the run, and all the nectar you got from your run. Hey, it's Editor Rock again. There was something that I completely forgot to mention about the gameplay, and that is the bosses. I was debating throwing this in there or not, and I chose not to, and now during editing, kind of seems like it's a good idea to throw this in there. So what I want to say about bosses is that at the end of each different location in the underworld, there is a boss fight. And at the very start of the game, at the end of Tartarus, you fight this girl named, I just call her Meg, but that's not her full name. It's like Megara or something like that. And I'm too lazy to look it up right now. And at the end of the second level, named Asphodel, you will fight the Bone Hydra. I'm not going to explain any other boss fights because I personally consider anything past level 2 to be spoiler territory. So you'll just have to figure that out for yourself. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Art design. Ever since Cuphead came out, I have been going super hard on art in video games. Like, there is just so much effort put into the way that game looks. It just gets me excited thinking about it. Now, Hades, while not Cuphead level, is still phenomenal. Like I said in the Cuphead video, I don't think realistic games are the future. I think pretty looking games are the future. Not the realism or anything like that. I think the beautiful art styles is what's gonna push forward the industry. And this game just looks so nice. The little character portraits in the corner are beautiful. Everything is kind of cell shaded, which makes it pop out so much. Just all the colors just... And this is one of those games that gets me excited about the art style. Now, I would say Cuphead is like top of the top. This game is like probably about here. Actually, is it like the second best looking game? Let me think. Yeah, no, this is definitely the second best looking game, and it's second to Cuphead, dude. It's just nothing can beat Cuphead. Like, there's nothing. I'm sorry, there isn't anything. You can tell a lot of time was put into the art design, and it is fantastic. Love it. What this game is, number one, though, is sound design. This game will never be topped for how amazing the voice acting is. Every single line of dialogue is voice acted. Every single one. And every single god is voice lined. Hades is voice lined. Achilles is voice lined. Zagreus is voice lined. Ares is voice lined. Just... And it's not like garbage either. It's That's not the only thing. The music is so inspirational. Celeste is kind of like, you just did that. That is fantastic. You're doing phenomenal. Keep it going, bro. You're doing good. And this game is just like, go. Don't. Keep going. Nope. No other option. Go. Keep going. I would definitely put this on par with Cuphead for music, but just the voice acting, it's the best game in terms of sound ever, and that knocks it up a ton of points for me. So the games I keep comparing this to are Celeste, Cuphead, and Undertale. I'm just gonna say this is not like similar to those games at all. Those are just the top tier indie games, and I'm not including Super Mario Galaxy because that's not an indie game, but it's also one of my favorite games of all time. It's at that level. Like, it is so good, and it definitely deserved its Game of the Year nomination, and honestly, it could have won. I bet it got a lot of votes for, you know, the price point of only $25 and $20 when it's on sale. Why haven't you gotten this game yet? You are getting a video game that is a dating simulator, fishing game, has an amazing soundtrack. This game has a roguelike with it. Now, I only have one criticism with this game, and not everyone's gonna experience this, but I have a 1050 Ti in my computer, and when I run this game through Steam, it still runs phenomenally. This game just crashes every once in a while. It kind of makes up for it because not only does it have a phenomenal, again, just a really intelligent backup system where you just have to go into your documents and change the name of one file, and it gives you all your save data back. But if you were kicked out during a part of your run, it sucks you right back into the part where you just like crashed at. So big brain, super giant. Your brain is leaking out of your ears, it's that big. But where would I put it on the list of favorite games? Because this one's up there for sure. Let's say you got Celeste here, Mario Galaxy, Cuphead, Undertale, and then probably Thousand Year Door right next to that. My favorite games list now goes Celeste, Mario Galaxy, Cuphead, Hades, Undertale. Supergiant, you guys put out a banger that everyone should play. Ladies and gentlemen, Hades is goated. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Stay safe, gamers.